What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you can see, I've got a musky net in the boat. So, you know, big fish are possible today. We'll see what we can get. But basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to multi-species fish today. I'm fishing in a shallow, weedy area. Perfect area for bass to spawn. I'm thinking that it may be an awesome opportunity for them. It's a nice calm day. We've got 65-degree water, so I might be able to sight fish some of them, but it's also full of pike and stuff. Plus there's muskies in this lake, so who knows what we could run into today. I've got all kinds of rods set up. I've got a lot of stuff for like flipping bass and stuff, but one other one that I've got set up is this prototype musky lure that I'm working with. I'm trying to test this out, and it should be out on the market soon for you guys. So basically I'm gonna try to catch some fish on that as well. Maybe I'll sight fish for bass and stuff. I'm gonna battle some rain today, I think, but we'll see what we can do, see what we can catch, and I'll see you guys as we get fish. All right, so I don't want to give you guys too many secrets as to what this bait is, but as you can see, it is a musky slash pike swim jig. We're gonna be working with it today, see if I can get some pike or stuff. There are a few muskies in this lake, but I've never caught one out of here, so I don't know the total areas that I should be targeting them with. But today I'm gonna try for musky, pike, and bass with this lure to see what we can come up with. Like I said, not the final product right here. Definitely not a color of skirt that we're going with. We got our own custom colors coming. So this is going to be an awesome bait, but I'll show you guys as we get fish with it. Little pike, actually not a bad pike. Not a terrible fish. Pull and drag out there. Kind of watched him swing up and hit that too, which is pretty cool. But he definitely wanted that swim jig. Solid fish too. Calm down, dude. It's probably about a 28-incher maybe. Not a bad fish, and he hit that prototype swim jig. So if you guys are hesitant still, it does work. Nice little guy there. We'll get him back in the water quick. See if we can catch a bigger one. There he goes. I was just doing a straight retrieve too through these weeds, and he came out and smoked that thing. It's cool because I got to watch it too. This bait's kind of nice because at least in the color that I'm using, which is not a final color, but some of the colors, since it rides up so shallow, you can see it coming through the weeds and everything. And I kind of went through some weeds. You see the like kick of weeds as I twitched it through there, and he came up and got it. So pretty cool to watch. Kind of nice lure for sight fishing as well, but we'll keep going and get another one here. Pretty sure that was like the second cast with this as well, second or third. I flipped over twice because I saw a little like fish swim off in the water, and I flipped over there I think twice, and then I took that cast and he smoked it. A little bit more out in the open, which is kind of what I'd expect these pike to be doing today. And then the bass are probably going to be all over the place, but quite a few up close to cover, I'd assume, close to the shoreline, trees, whatnot. But this is kind of a nice bait to cover water and find exactly where the fish are going to be. There's something. Another pike. These things are like little torpedoes today. It's always fun in the shallow water like this catching them, because they can't go down, so they have to swim away, and they just rock it all over the place. But another one there on the prototype jig. He's gonna be a jumper, so we'll get him back in, as I was gonna say. He definitely wanted that again. Up shallow, we're in like a foot of water right now. I'm looking for bass beds right now, but I keep seeing carp and pike and stuff swimming around. I have seen a few bass, but it may just be too late. The water's kind of warmer in this lake than others around, so I think they might actually be post-spawn in here. I haven't been in this lake for quite a while, a couple weeks, but you can see like where beds were, but no fish on them. And that fish was actually right on a weed line right here, so definitely just kind of cruising up and down that, it seems like, to try and find bait coming out or whatever it may be, bluegills and stuff, and when they see this, they like it. There's one. Another pike. Thought that might have been a bass for a second with how shallow he was, but the pike are definitely giving this bait a test. And you can see now that's, I think, like 5 pike, 3 in this video obviously, a couple bass and 2 dogfish I lost yesterday on this, but they definitely hold up, so there he goes. But swim jig there is doing its magic, so we're gonna keep doing this. I was hoping I can catch a bass or 2 for this video, but it seems like the pike won't let the bass have it. It won't stay off of it, so we'll see here what we can do. So I guess I'll show you guys here how I'm fishing this. Obviously this isn't the final version of the bait. As I mentioned, we're gonna kind of change a couple things up to improve it and kind of make more skirt flare, more better colors that are ours versus colors that I had laying around. But basically what I'm doing here is I'm taking this lure and casting it out. Nice thing about this lure is you really can't fish it wrong. What I'm mainly doing is a straight retrieve, but once in a while I'll switch it up. I'll give it a little twitch of the rod or something, and that gives it a little flare of the skirt right in the fish's face. If the fish is following or something, it's kind of nice. Maybe like halfway through the cast or 2/3, I do that. It kind of gets them to hit away from the boat, which is nice, instead of if they came in, let's say you're musky fishing, come into the boat, see the boat, and go away, whatever it may be. It kind of gives you a little bit of a something different you can do, like a glide bait almost, where you get a little something different where it goes to the side or whatever. But basically that's what I'm doing. Now, nice thing about this bait is it's basically totally weedless, so you can cast it. I'm fishing thick cover right now. I'll try to show you guys some like underwater footage of what I'm fishing. But what you can do is, let's say you feel baits or feel weeds on your bait, you're getting caught up to them or something. What you can do is just give it a quick twitch of the rod or a twitch of your reel or both, whatever it may be, and that kind of busts through the weeds there. And what's nice about that is it kind of kicks up dust almost off the weeds. You can see like mud or something go off, which is really nice. Kind of gives it a little bit different action, and a lot of times that's when you'll get like a reaction strike, almost as if you're fishing like football jig for bass and you have, you know, you're snagged in a rock. As soon as you jump out, you get that bigger hop. A lot of times that's when the fish are going to hit, if they're just sitting there following it or whatever it may be. Now you can also do different things. You can burn it, you can fish it slow, you can kind of do a twitch and pause. There's really endless ways to fish this, which is nice, and why it's such a easy lure to fish and kind of a universal one. You really can't fish it wrong. You can also, let's see here, you can cast it out and kind of like hop it almost, get it hopping off the bottom of the water. I was flipping to muskies the other day, flipping to bass, whatever it may be. You can do pretty much anything with this lure, which is really nice. and then pull it out and it's weedless. So it's really kind of a universal bait. You don't have to worry about where you're fishing it, because you can fish it in heavy cover, you can fish it in open water, you can cover water, you can flip it to certain spots and kind of pick out fish. Whatever it may be, it's kind of a universal bait, which is really nice, and there's really no wrong way to fish it. But that's basically what I'm doing, so I'm gonna get back to catching some more fish for you guys. There's a bass finally. I was getting all kinds of bass yesterday and no pike. Now today started the opposite. There we go, not a bad one either. Not a bad fish, probably a little 2-pounder, maybe 2.5, but he crushed that thing too. Out in these shallow bays here. Really kind of a cool bite to be on, but we're gonna quick get him back in the water, I guess, and see if we can get some more. I guess that does prove that these baits will catch multiple species, whether you want musky, bass, pike, or even, as I found out yesterday, dogfish. Seems like everything likes them. Anything that eats a fish will eat this. That is another bass. Finally getting onto the bass here. He took that deep too. He definitely wanted that thing. Another, maybe a little smaller, maybe 1.5 pounds, but man, he took that thing all the way down. All that's sticking out is some of the skirt that sticks up, but that whole jig's in there. He definitely wanted that thing, but we'll quick get him back in a second. I guess he's a little cannibal eating that color. Maybe that's why we're not catching so many bass today, but there he goes. So we're definitely getting into the fish now. Oh, maybe we can get a little bit bigger one. Well, I hate to do it to you guys, but the rain is rolling in, so I'm going to put an end to this video right now, just so GoPros and stuff don't get wet. As you guys can imagine, they do not do too hot being an electronic in water. But make sure you guys, if you are not already subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button below, because hopefully the next video, if not soon after that, will actually be releasing these baits and showing you guys the final version, final colors, everything like that. So if you guys do not want to miss that, obviously they catch fish. I didn't get a musky on them today. I did get a musky last week, which was pretty cool, but we got pike, bass on them. They are awesome for basically anything that'll eat a bait fish, bluegill, anything like that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button below, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Well, I guess the video is not over. So the last you saw was me saying it's raining and I'm going to stop fishing. So I put the cameras away and the rain kind of lightened up a little bit. So I decided to take a couple more casts before I headed on out. And you can see the net is deployed in the water. I just caught my first dogfish, which has been since last year something I've kind of wanted to do. Just another species. I thought it'd be cool to kind of learn and fish another fish, but he just came out and smoked that thing. I did not have my GoPros on, of course, but that thing was pulling, dragging everything. So I'm gonna quick get this fish out of the water, show you guys, and show you guys the bait, because this thing is like indestructible. I just caught a dogfish on it. That thing was going crazy. If you guys have ever caught a dogfish, you kind of know how that goes. So I'm gonna quick pull that out, show you guys, then get a still picture and let him go. That is my first ever dogfish, as you guys can see there. Definitely a cool fighter, and he attacked that swim jig. So that is a cool fish. Definitely crazy looking. He looks like a snake or something, but I'm gonna quick measure him. I'll tell you guys what he ends up being. Definitely bigger than the other ones I've had hit and stuff, or seen swimming by, but I'm gonna quick measure this guy, get him unhooked, and then we'll get him back in the water. All right, so he is 27.5 inches and 5.9 pounds, so definitely a cool fish. I'm gonna quick get him back in the water. Well, I wish I would have gotten that on film, the actual catch, because he fought like crazy, but that was my first ever dogfish, and not a small one either, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, I wish it was in the video, but anyways, I'm gonna put an end to this video, and we'll see you guys next time.